recording. All right, we begin with Nero.
Me?
Surprise, Nero. So Nero, you watched the others go up the stairs into where they disappeared to. You've been sitting here basically staring at Mournblade and wondering why Mournblade wants you to walk up those stairs and bring you to Stormbreaker and basically leap at Koligar. You've been basically just sitting there trying to talk to Mournblade, but it doesn't talk. It just compels, and it wants you to take it up those stairs and to follow Koligar and to kill him and take Stormbreaker from him.
Oh.
Oh wait, I forgot that part. Just sitting there, basically meditating, hoping that you can somehow control yourself. That's what you're doing right now as you see them solve that puzzle and go up the stairs. What do you do?
I have to do something constructive. I know there's something bad's up there, right?
You can fucking taste it. You can see the mist rolling down from up there. You also kind of figured that this sword comes from up there. Whatever is coming, whatever is up there, this sword comes from there. And as much as it calls itself law, you fear the sword. There's something very wrong behind this.
All right. I run back to the tank ship, whatever, the land ship.
Okay, as you're looking at the tank, as you run towards the tank, you see a little dragon head like lift up out of the top of the tank and look at you like, and then go back down. Stop! And then come back and look at you. And pretty princess and Eirik were trying to figure out how to turn the tank back on. So go ahead, John. Right. You may play pretty princess. As you see Nero jogging over to you with his super legs.
So, question. Has Pretty Princess already done Operation
Just like learned the last game, dude, when you're talking to this mic, you gotta be close.
So, question. Has Pretty Princess...
You gotta be like right in the center of the screen, man.
That's sucks. Yeah. So, has Pretty Princess already done Operation Make a New Friend? Just a question.
Go ahead. I don't know what Operation Make a New Friend is. Please tell me.
Wake up the rat and make a new friend.
Oh, so
has that already happened?
No, if you'd like, you can attempt.
Yes. Well, Nero just arrived, so I can't do that.
Well, he's on his way. We'll say he's coming. Let's see. I want to see what you try before he gets.
So Pretty Princess then looks at Eirik.
That's what Eirik interrupts you from. So let's see what you do with the game.
Pretty Princess. She's like, we got to make a new friend. This is our new pet. He got hurt and he needs to be pet. He can help us with the machinery and stuff, so long as we are nice to him.
I'm going to assume you guys tied up the Skaven that you captured. So.
Yeah, Koligar tied him up, and now Pretty Princess with her massive muscle easily, effortlessly fucking just... So she removes all the bindings, and then she starts sweetly petting the rat, and it's like, wake up, friend. You gotta wake up. Are you okay? So, and she pulls out like a piece of bacon.
Tenderly, his evil little rat eyes open, and he looks at you.
Here you go. Have some bacon. You got hurt.
And he starts to do his weird breath thing. He's like, and he backs away from you into the corner, pulls out this jagged, nasty-looking blade, and looks at you. He looks at the dragon. He throws the blade on the floor. He's like, let me go.
It's okay. It's okay.
Looking at the entrance.
It's okay. You're a good mice. You're a good rat. It's okay. You're a cute, fluffy creature. You don't need to worry. I got bacon for you.
I'm no rat. I am a noble Skaven warrior.
I didn't know you were a Skaven. That's amazing. I think that you're the best Skaven ever.
We are the greatest
I think you're the
warriors in the universe. This is only a temporary withdrawal.
I can see that, and that's why I want to be your friend. I know you're the greatest in the universe, and that's why I want you to be friends forever. I got you this bacon because you're so awesome. She tries to hand him the bacon.
He reaches out for the bacon. Roll a charisma check, man.
I will do it. All to friends. I will make friends. Can't stop me. I gotta find pretty princess inside here. Alright, her charisma bonus. But that's good because that's not a negative. Alright. I'm totally gonna burn. Let me see if I actually have enough luck.
You're gonna burn luck.
Because I'll burn luck for my friend.
Is that important?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll burn 2 luck to charm a Skaven. Hell yeah, I got a 14.
So he's like, he takes the bacon and puts it in his mouth and pretty much inhales it. He's like,
Pretty princess, while this is happening, attempts like I don't know, scratches. That's what she's doing.
she's petting him. Tyler, remember you need to be in the center of the screen, dude.
Yeah. So she's definitely trying to pet the Skaven or scratch its.
Ty,
like trying to like.
Let's get something clear. Jonathan's character doesn't talk. Okay, you can be right in front of it and just have Jonathan behind you.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay.
And the butcher doesn't speak. He doesn't have a mouth. So
the Skaven's a PC?
No. He's absolutely not a PC. He's an NPC.
No, we're talking about Jonathan's character later.
Jonathan's character is not a PC. He's the character.
So
Black Carriage character.
Yeah. So pretty princess attempts to pet the Skaven. She's like, ooh.
He's like, he looks over at Eirik, and Eirik is fiddling with the controls of his tail, and he's looking at him. I think, Princess, that there's some kind of emergency override. I think we could turn this on without the key that miserable Roman took from me.
Oh hell yeah! Let's do that, and we can use the pretty Skaven here, the prettiest Skaven ever. And she is like, can I touch your pretty fur, Skaven?
The Skaven goes. Your override is right here. He reaches underneath the control pad, opens up this thing, hits a big, ridiculously gigantic red button that says override on it. And the entire thing turns on. So Eirik lifts his head up and looks outside. He's gonna close the hatch and he sees Nero running towards it. He's like, shit, he's coming. So
he used my super speed.
Slamming the thing shut. and the entire tank turns on as you jump on top of it. What do you do, man?
All right, I open up the hatch.
So he's like, shit, I don't know how to lock it. When Nero opens up the hatch. And Eirik falls back, gets behind it, and the Skaven is like, where do you want to go?
Are you guys not being good listeners?
We were actually we were waiting for you. Mm-hmm. We need a captain.
Who turned it on?
I did.
The Skaven is like
pretty princess gets in front of the Skaven and is like,
you're supposed to use the key.
Really small. He doesn't want Nero to see.
I was like,
pretty princess covers the Skaven best she can. It's like,
who let the rat out?
Hey, don't you call my friend a rat? He's a pretty Skaven. You can't touch him.
That's enough.
All right,
that was enough. The Skaven lifts himself up and he nobly stands up and like juts out his chest. And he says, "I am no rat. I am one of the greatest warriors ever."
I go like this and I put Mournblade like right on him. Like, all right, so I'm going to ask you a question. Are you going to help us drive this thing?
The rat is like, yeah, yes. This is not a surrender. This is a tactical withdrawal. Yes, I will assist.
All right, so when you drive this thing, do you need your feet?
No, just my arms.
Okay, so just remember that. If you try and betray me, I'll start cutting your feet off one at a time.
You can't do that.
Intimidation.
Pretty Prince.
Intimidation.
You want to go? You want to go time out?
Eric is in the corner. He's just quiet. He's still in timeout. He's still in timeout.
Pretty Princess is like, he's like, she gets close to him. He's like, please don't hurt my friend.
I will not, as long as he works. 16.
Yeah, that worked. He's fucking terrified of you. He sprays the musk of the musk of fear. He means he pisses you off, and he starts.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh no, are we going into the mountain? What are we doing?"
Yes, we need to get to the top of the mountain. How can you get us there?
Very well. One moment. You see him push one of the control things forward and runs over the gargoyle, and then turns around and then starts drilling into the wall. And the drill creates this massive avalanche and knocks all the player characters who missed this game and stayed right here, right off the mountain. So the gargoyle, who is made stone at this point, he's trying to rest, falls off the mountain. You can see him disappearing.
Yay! We did it.
Play him when he comes back. So and then he's supposed to play this. So and it starts to drill into the mountain. And you have go ahead. If you want to ask the rat any questions.
All right. Well,
what's his name again?
What's your name?
A name. Let's see. Since he wasn't supposed to live, so
he might not. He might not
to live.
So let's see if they have any Skaven name generators. There always is. Yes, there is a Skaven name generator, of course.
Best NPC companion ever.
Oh, of course they have epic fucking names because they're Skaven. His name is Blazing Tail. So,
what is your name, Skaven?
Blazing Tail, the mighty.
Of course, he's Blazing Tail. He's so smart.
All right, Blazing Tail. While we're riding up, you're gonna have to teach us how to use these weapons.
He walks over. He hits another little button that says autopilot on it, and it starts to drill on its own. He walks over to each weapon and teaches each of you very quickly how to use them. They're actually very simple. So you're able to use all the cannons. There's 2 machine guns and a very large the big plasma cannon that fires on the top of the tank. The one that killed Kirk.
Pretty Princess, she goes over to Eirik and whispers in his ear, "You gotta touch the fur. It's so nice and fluffy." So after the rat the Skaven teaches them how to do everything, she hugs the Skaven and then like pets the fur while doing it.
So yeah, she's hugging it. And I mean, I guess at this point, pretty Princess doesn't smell things anymore. She's hugged all these nasty creatures up here, so you don't get the nasty smell of the Skaven that just pissed itself. So
he peed on himself.
so he peed on himself. So he sprayed the musk of fear. So yeah, that was him pissing himself. So
I didn't know that.
So now you all over you.
If she's gonna realize that, she's gonna be like, "We got magic to help you." So when she realizes that, she goes over to Eirik again. Is like, "You got magic to help the Skaven? He accidentally did a thing that I do when I have a nightmare."
Eirik is like, "I don't think I have anything." And Nero would probably get mad at me if I do anything nice for the Skaven.
I can distract him.
Okay, Eirik is whispering, but a whisper from Eirik is a deep rumble, which everyone in the room can hear.
You see how Nero's looking at us? He doesn't know at all.
I think he's looking right at us, Princess.
He doesn't know. She looks over to Nero and is like, "You see, he doesn't know. So I'll go distract him."
So the tank bursts out in the very center of Riley with a big ass drill appearing right underneath the temple itself. and actually inside of the fucking temple. And as you open the door, you look inside and you see the beacon turning from his ritual. He is surrounded. There's at least 6 more Caliban hides and a whole bunch of flying monkeys, and they're all looking at you like what the fuck? In the center of the room is a glowing fountain. It glows like a bluish color coming from the fountain, and the beacon is holding a time watch, a clock, right over the fountain. He just looks at you guys like.
Jupiter's bones.
So I'll leave you guys there. We'll pick that shit up next week. So let's go take a quick piss because I gotta be after that margarita.
Oh my god!
And then Bellerophon. A month ago, Bellerophon is falling through the fucking air off the mountain of Manhayal. Bellerophon, this is what you go through. Okay, basically you got stunned. Basically something slammed into you really hard, and you basically didn't understand exactly what happened. And all you felt was you falling away from the mountain. You can see the mountain move away from you. You see a blur of something massive right next to you, clutching you, and whatever it is biting you. Okay, it's biting into your armor, and you can feel your lawful energies basically being drained from your body as you and this being do multiple black strokes through the air. Then it all stops as you slam into the ground, both of you. The creature, you're able to turn around and position it so it took most of the damage when you slammed into the ground, and it bounced away from you. It basically did 2 or 3 hops away, and now you're able to actually get your bearings. The two of you form quite the crater in front of an inn. The inn is taken from this image right here. The inn in the center of the universe. Okay, the moment you see it, you know what it is because Avengers knows what that thing is. Okay, you know it's a neutral. It's a place where there is no combat between law or chaos. Not supposed to be there. Anyone who breaks this rule, it will be assaulted by the child. Okay, so you know this is a place that's peaceful. Whoever that's coming from, please mute yourself. Um, the so you're not exactly sure what the being in front of you is. It bounced away and it turned around and looked at you ferociously. It is some kind of manticore. You faced manticores before, but this manticore is different. And immediately roll an intelligence check.
Okay. Mm-hmm. 13.
13. Okay. The manticore is twisting. You see its body has been twisted out of proportion. The manticore is already a fairly twisted creature, but this thing's all fucked up. It's got spikes sticking out of spots where it's not supposed to be, and it seems to be trying to remove them. It looked worse when it first hit you, but it's biting at the spikes and it's twitching and it looks like it's in freaking agony. And it looks over at you and its eyes are like alight with hunger, and it looks like it's about to leap on you. At the moment you see this thing start to move to your left, like it's prowling towards your left, like a big jungle cat. You notice that Felnox is about 20 feet from you. Just stepped out of a portal. Uh, you may attack, you may roll initiative, or you may talk to Felnox, or you may talk to the Manticore. What is it you wish to do?
Okay, well, I'm going to deal with the first thing at hand is going to the Manticore. All right. I pull my hand out and I tell him to stop.
It turns to you and it's trying to speak. You from looking at it, you can see that this thing can speak, but it's trying to remember how to speak. Its eyes are rolling up into its head. You can see like just chaos coming out of it. It's like, I have to feed on you. A little old man comes out of the inn and starts running towards you, and he's carrying like a bottle of something, some crazy looking liquid. Go ahead, you may roll another intelligence check. He's running straight for the man.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
John, you may also roll an intelligence check.
11.
11. John?
Sorry, I'm rolling now. I got to use the crawler app.
Okay, go for it. You know, one of us can roll for you if you want. Just gives you bonuses. Too slow.
Modified 21.
All right, John. You know what Narzhul is. Okay, this is the guardian of this place, of this portal of neutral. This basically this center of the neutral universe. Essentially, he is not evil. He's also not lawful. He is sick. There's something wrong with him. Apparently, he's eaten something filled with chaos, and this creature needs to either bite Bellerophon or take whatever it is that is in that potion to heal it, or it will attack. Bellerophon,
I
you
yell
got
out.
some of that, but you can kind of figure out what I just told him. Except you think he needs to bite you and just drain you. You don't know anything about that. You can't tell anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I tell him he has something chaotic inside him. He either needs to bite and drain you, or he needs that potion. I just yell it out. Probably didn't yell that out in a good manner either.
All right. So, how far am I from the old man?
The old man is close to the manticore. He's maybe like 20 feet from the manticore. The manticore is maybe 15 feet in front of you. It's trying not to attack you. It's basically twitching in agony as you see like an extra leg come out of his side.
Yeah. I tell him, I will help you. And I start coming closer to him. I'm going to help you. And I'm trying to keep him on me so that way the old man could try and get close to him and do what he got to do.
Intimidation or charisma? Either one of the two should do.
Okay. Yeah, I actually.
Felipe?
Yes, John.
Would a sleep spell help?
Go for it. You can try.
Like from what I know.
Felipe, my helmet gives me an advantage, but I don't know if you still use those on DCC.
Go ahead.
For the intimidation.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Okay.
Roll twice. Use advantage.
All right. All right. 14 and 10. So 14.
14 is good enough. The manticore halts, and you see his diseased eyes looking up at you, and you see a third eye appear and a fourth eye appear and open up. I'm trying to contain it, but it's coming out.
I will help you.
Sleep.
Okay, I start coming closer.
The old man reaches you. Are you going to cast sleep?
No, it sounds like that might be a bad idea.
Okay. The old man comes close, and you see him slow down when he's near the manticore. And the manticore looks at him, and some kind of tentacle comes out of its side with like thorns sticking out of it, and it looks like that tentacle may attack the old man. So the old man looks at you and throws the potion at you.
Awesome.
Roll to catch it.
Oh Jesus! Oh God!
Am I close enough to try to catch it too? Or
20.
Yeah.
Never mind.
No, you caught it. You caught it. The manticore leaps at you, opens his mouth. It's not attacking. It's trying to get you to pour that shit.
Yeah. I don't like.
And he drinks it. And the manticore starts to shift, and it starts to look more like a manticore as it drinks that. And then as he shifts, you can see his fur instead of the ragged, nasty, for the spiky thing that it was turning into. It turns soft and pretty. It's still a manticore, okay? It ain't that pretty, but now it's somewhere in the middle. Now it's neutral again, and it's gentle, and it purrs a little and it moves away from you and backs away. He's like, an archangel here. Are you friends with the princess?
I am.
He's like, then he notices Felnox. And his spiky tail opens up, and you see the thorns pop out, and his eyes widen, and he's like a being of chaos.
Relax. I will speak to him. Felnox. So what happened when we last spoke?
From your role, Felix, you know exactly what Narzhul is. Also, Felnox, you know what Narzhul is too. And you know Narzhul will attack you if you're because of the fact that you harness chaos magic.
Oh, so he will attack me because I do that. All right.
So he's only not attacking you is because of Bellerophon.
So are we going to continue our conversation?
Well,
or are you going to run away back with T-Mat?
I do have to apologize. My actions were beneath what they should be. And I am sorry for what I did. I was between the stress of constantly dying and madness from everything. That I just was.
You never actually died. You got pulled out of it, right?
No, I know, but it's like if he's not dying, he's getting pulled into something with another deity that's can crush him just by looking at him. So he tells him, he's like, fact is, I was raging at myself, and instead of just facing it, I took it out on you, and for that and for that I am very sorry. Fact is, if I hadn't pulled back as much as I've had in the past, none of this would have happened. I could have tried to kill the tide many times. Just didn't want to blow up your gold stash. And I didn't exactly have the spell back then. And there was a few failures. Or I could have killed the evil version of Arcanon Rex. Problem is, I don't know what that would have done. So
all I had to do was survive and not do anything that day. Your problem is that you are too conjoined with these fell powers of yours. Chaos never leads to anything good.
I can eat him.
Actually, I'm just a normal person facing off against the tide.
Narzhul
I've been against them times, and each time I barely made it out.
What was that?
I can eat him, and then something good will come out of him. You see the big lion head looking around Bellerophon. The old man starts stroking Narzhul, and starts to whisper things to him, and Narzhul purrs a little, and then there's food for you, over there in the barn. And Narzhul gives one last dirty look at Felnox, purrs a little when he sees Bellerophon, and then turns and makes his way over to the barn.
Yeah, I get that.
I look at Felnox. So what were you going to do with my son?
Actually, he didn't tell you, but I did tell him he needs to speak to you first. I had to give him the message because I was afraid that if I didn't, honestly, I had a deity watching over my shoulder that can. I gave the message because I said I would, but I told him to talk to you first. So I was happy when you showed up. I wasn't so happy when you grabbed me and started choking me out, but then again, it's been a day.
You were disrespectful, and you lost yourself.
I'm not disagreeing on any of those points.
You guys both notice something in the middle of your conversation before it continues. There's no noise. There's no noises. You don't hear animals. You don't hear crickets. You don't hear birds. It's almost like
listen.
There's a predator nearby.
There's a predator nearby. And something terrible is heading straight for you, and you can see basically the road itself start to twist inward, like in Lord of the Rings when the ring wraiths are coming. You can see like reality starts to twist inward out of the forest. Bellerophon, you also notice behind you that there's something else, something curious. So you notice something white in the trees behind so you see chaos coming from one side and law coming from behind you. You turn around to look at whatever law sent. Both of you feel this, by the way.
before this goes down, I need to tell you, Tiamat is trying to raise an army. She wants all the dragons backing her up to kill Arcanon Rex. I don't know what she's going to do afterwards, but I think she's trying to get to, I think she's trying to get to Olympus. He goes, I'm trying to let you all know all this now before I get killed, because that's usually what happens.
Do you look behind you? There's a unicorn.
Felnox is looking left and right constantly.
There's a unicorn standing at the edge of the woods. Behind you. A full-blown unicorn. White. Beautiful unicorn. Something super ridiculously rare.
A rare sighting indeed.
Okay. The unicorn takes one look at you, Bellerophon, and then goes right back into the woods.
One last thing. She wants your son to get his memories back, and before he goes over there. And he's still looking around because he's waiting for something else to pop out as he's trying to tell all this.
Okay. Well, you saw the unicorn behind you, the law thing behind you, the thing that's actually causing everything to go quiet, turns the corner. And you see basically a row of about 3 horses pulling a carriage, a black carriage. The carriage is foreboding. You guys can feel the darkness coming from this black carriage. The dude that's riding.
Sense evil from it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You said pure, unadulterated evil, elemental evil coming from this thing. From everything involved, from the horses to the dude, the dude who's riding it. There's some strange, bland-looking individual actually driving the carriage. He looks almost bored and tired with life.
I remember him vividly.
Yes.
He's an older individual. He has he has like a raggedy suit on that looks like it has patches and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. He's very old, and he has like you could tell he's probably bald in the head, and he's wearing like a hat, right?
Oh, Alex is on.
He has long hair too.
He's on Roll20, but he's not on Discord. You might want to give him a message.
Wait. He's just logging in. Give him some time.
Yeah. He has a long gray hair as well. So I mean, like shoulder length gray hair.
Yeah.
So
the hair's been cut a little at some point. So now it was cut, and now it looks like shit. Now it looks patchy and no longer long. It's almost like he cut it himself, but he didn't do a very good job. He did it when he was bored. When he used a very blunt scissors. So now it's patchy and screwed up. He looks like ass. Okay, this guy looks bland. He looks tired of life, and it looks like he doesn't really enjoy his job. But evil permeates from him and whatever's inside the carriage. The carriage pulls right up to you, and the door opens, and well, I'll describe what comes out. What's up, Alex?
What's up, guys?
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Don't worry, I'll bring you in a second. Give us a second. I'm bringing in the Black Carriage characters. So, Tyler, you're Jonathan. You decide who comes out first.
So, Magnus comes out first, and you see a very, very well-dressed man, and it looks like he has like custom-made, tailored clothing. He has a suit on. He has a red vest over a white shirt. And he comes out and he's eating something. He's like, oh! He puts the bag in. He throws it back over to Ben the butcher. But you smell something coming out of the carriage behind him.
True. You smell Ben before you see him.
So he leans over, like he hasn't quite stepped out. He leans over. He looks over at the driver. Shemp, very good job as usual.
Sir, I haven't actually gotten us to the end, sir. I was wondering if these two would like a ride.
Oh, that's a horrible idea, Shemp. Never have that idea again. But no worries. These individuals we are interested in. Very interested in indeed. Then come. I'm sure
then I can leave you here, sir.
Say again, Shemp. I wasn't listening to you.
Then I can leave you here, sir. There's something very lurch-like about Shemp.
What?
There's something very lurch-like about Shemp. For those of you who have seen the Addams Family, don't worry, Tyler.
Well, Shemp, just wait a good moment and I will tell you when to move. No worries, I have actually collected quite a mass of peanuts for your next payment. Have no fear.
My payment will be now, sir, once I arrive at the end, sir.
You will get your payment once we arrive at the end. But hold a moment, my good man. Hold a moment.
Okay.
So he steps out of the carriage, and he's like, Bellerophon the Great, Bellerophon the White, the Archangel, the King, the Man of the Hour. I have been wanting to meet you for
Bellerophon, you
quite
have
some
no fucking
time.
clue who these guys are.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
You do
Do not know who you are.
Oh, well, I haven't heard of the king of freaking Porthos?
You have. He has. I'm telling him that he hasn't. He's never heard of you.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's never heard of me. Okay, I get it. Sorry, I got confused. Go ahead. Sorry, Felix. I was confused.
I've never heard of you.
It's not your business to know about.
You detect evil coming from this being in front of you and whatever's in the carriage, especially what's in the carriage. So this guy is something nice compared to what's in the carriage, and then you can smell already, and you can sense. You also can sense.
Who are you?
Power coming from these two. A lot of power.
My goodness, yes. Forgive me, I've forgotten to. I am Magnus the Magnificent, and my partner, my dear friend, shall you say, Ben the Butcher.
Felix,
That's around the time where you see something like lumbering out the couch. Wait, what? So he can hear you. That's when you see something like lumbering out of the carriage. It takes like one step and then drops like a cleaver toward the floor. Then starts dragging with a head towards like this. Can't see you.
Can't see your weird ass. It's an undead dwarf.
It's an undead with a skull head, and a good chunk of his body is rotting. But you know he's skeletal, but most of his body is also rotting.
So Bellerophon.
So he's still out the carrots.
Bellerophon, let me just describe Ben the Butcher to you because you're gonna have a different view of him. Ben the Butcher is an undead skeleton of a dwarf, but it's possessed. There's some kind of demon inside there, and it's animated by the demon itself. So you're not sure what to make of these guys. You know that they're powerful, though. They're not good, but they're powerful. So
I knew a Magnus once.
Did you?
Yes.
I'm sure nothing good. Oh no, nothing but good.
No, nothing good.
Oh,
he died about 400 years ago.
Ah, yes. You've lived quite some time. Well, real wizard.
Tyler,
what are you doing here? And
why
are you looking for me?
We sensed you were in need of a real wizard. We heard you had a wizard that only knew fireball.
Dick. I think you made Bellerophon laugh.
He looks over to Felnox. He's like,
John, you're also involved in this.
He just smirks.
I'm going against the forces of chaos, and are you okay with that?
You think? Well, sorry. That's chaos and laws of little concern to people like me and Ben. No, sir. We are somewhat aware of what you have up in that mountain.
Every now and then we have to ask Jonathan to show us what Ben is doing. So,
what is Ben doing?
So show us Ben's face.
He's been talking, has been like walking across like the field, and like looking at something at the ground and trying to like grab something. Mind you, he has a large cleaver he's holding in the other hand, and he's like practically dragging it, but he's like grabbing like this small like flower
thing
he sees.
The lawn.
He's grabbing a flower off the lawn. Yeah.
I see he's special.
Oh, yes, indeed. And very effective. Magnus notices, like, when Ben passes by him, Magnus notices a speck on his coat. He's like, oh! He pulls out a napkin. He's like, no, that won't do. Well, Bellerophon, give me a moment. I must switch out of this horrid thing. And he goes back into the carriage. He takes like 5 minutes to switch out, and he comes back out. He's like in a fresh suit, and he's like, oh, that's much better. Forgive me. Where were we, Bellerophon?
You were talking about the top of the hill.
Alex,
yes,
or the mountain.
Alex, are you there?
You say you know what? Huh? Me?
Alex, ready to go?
What's up?
Okay, you guys. A gargoyle falls off the mountain, lands right next to the carriage, like barely, narrowly avoids slamming into Shemp and killing him. So it's made of stone, but as it lands right next to the carriage, the stone starts to like crumble off of the gargoyle, and it wakes up. You were sleeping, Alex, because of your injuries during the last adventure you played in.
Okay.
And you got knocked off the mountain by Pretty Princess and her tank. And her tank. So you woke.
How nice she was to me.
Yeah. So you woke up. You're waking up now in front of an inn. It looks something like this. Let me move all the characters real quick. If you look at Roll20, you'll see the inn. Something like that. It's daytime. And in front of you is, what Bellerophon looks like, but Bellerophon now looks like an archangel. He's got these big glowing wings, and
Cool.
he barely looks even human anymore. There's two douchebags, one undead dwarf dragging a cleaver across the lawn of this place and picking up flowers. There is a dude that dresses way too pretty for the situation. Has a very thinly cropped goatee, and is chatting with Bellerophon. And there is some kind of chaos wizard, which I think you already met. You may have met Felnox. That's way too muscular for most wizards.
There's something I gotta do real quick. So I'm sorry, I gotta start this off. So he looks over to the gargoyle, and then Bellerophon's like, "These country people, so uncivilized. Please give me but a moment, Bellerophon." He walks over to the gargoyle, and he immediately is like, "Sir, you almost killed my driver and damaged my very nice carriage. What do you have to say for yourself?"
Sorry?
Are you under the influence? Have you been drinking and flying?
I have not imbued any liquids of any quality in quite a while, sir.
Do you know how hard it is to get a carriage driver these days? Shemp, I value his services very much, and I would like you not to do that again.
Shemp,
if you can,
not hemp. He's starting to plot your luggage and take it to the inn.
Yes, Shemp.
I kind of say not a problem, and I start looking around.
Okay,
so you were saying that you know what's on the top of the hill.
Oh, I am aware to a certain degree of what's up there.
It's a mountain.
And he walks over to Bellerophon. He smacks off like any sort of dust, and he makes sure that he's clean. He looks over to Ben and then over to you. He's like, well, yes, to a certain degree we are aware. Ben is walking towards you right now. And he's probably walking around like
close to the mic.
Close to the mic. I will approach them and listen to the conversation.
Ben is start to like slowly, but like go towards Bellerophon.
The undead now, setting for you.
I go like this. I pick up a flower and I throw it that way.
As you drew the flower, you see it's already chewed on a flower, but still headed straight towards.
He is an interesting fellow. Yes.
As Ben the Butcher gets closer to you, the reek, the smell of this guy It just starts to reach you. Unnatural. It's literally rotting, and no one's done anything about it.
Oh, don't mind that stench. I've come.
It's very difficult not to mind it, kind sir.
Yes, I am quite aware of that. Yes, I've used certain spells to help alleviate, attempt to alleviate that. But that's not why I wish to offer my services to the great Bellerophon in slaying what is at the top of the mountain.
Well, then we're wasting time.
If I may interject, will you be more specific what's on top of the mountain before we go and try to slay things that may not be slayable?
Well, when it comes to greater beings, it's never quite so simple to just destroy them.
Intelligence check for not Felix or Alex. For the wizard, Magnus.
Magnus?
Yes. Let's see if you know what's on top of the mountain.
Hell yeah! 20. Not natural.
Cthulhu.
17 plus 3.
Can I roll a check whether I trust this guy or not, like intuition or something along those lines?
You don't need to roll anything for that. You can't trust this guy at all. It's fucking chaotic. He would be chaotic evil. So
yeah, but how would I know that I just literally woke up?
Literally,
you can smell it.
Yeah, I mean, you just like
right.
pretty much examine my actions, dude. I'm playing fucking a wicked guy.
So he's very eloquent. He dresses very well, but he literally looks like Satan. So that's
yeah, even though the image has like a full beard, he has like a thin goatee.
Time out. I mean, I look like a goddamn Satan, so...
Oh, you're right. So you get along with these guys just perfectly fine.
So...
Bellerophon is the one surrounded by monsters.
So basically, you got one angel and a bunch of, what's it called? Escapees from hell?
Pretty much. That's how bad things are. This angel is getting demons from hell to be on his side.
I know. I know. I'm like the Suicide Squad. I'm like Rick Flag and shit.
Yeah, you're like
a normal guy.
So Bellerophon, you're starting to wonder if this mountain isn't cursed, and this inn isn't cursed, because everything evil seems to be attracted.
It seems to be attracted to you, exactly.
John, you're involved in this, dude. You don't have to be quiet the whole time.
So,
no, I know.
I remember seeing the gargoyle falling off the cliff, right? Off the mountain?
Yeah, you saw that.
Okay.
You saw that, but the gargoyle never saw you. I think the gargoyle
never saw me.
Felnox. You didn't meet John's character, Felnox. So one of the people that was with you up there, Alex, the wizard, Felnox, is with this group. So, these people are at least connected to the people up there.
Hold on, but did I meet Bellerophon or no?
I don't...
No, when I appeared...
You got knocked out before he came. Before he appeared.
Yeah, and you fell off the mountain. And when I came in, I blasted I nuked a chunk of the mountain away.
Nice to know that.
Yeah, you missed that game.
I've been looking for some of my companions. Have you seen some of these crazy people running around here? I don't even remember their names, to be honest with you. Just met them on a mountain, and the first thing I know is I'm in a pitch battle with a tree.
Tyler, you know exactly. Magnus knows exactly what's on top of the mountain. You know nothing about the beacon. You do know about that. Actually, I'm going to give you a little history of what's going on top of the mountain because you're all the fucking way. All right?
Okay, but is that something I'm supposed to know, or this you're telling me?
Tyler knows this. If Tyler decides to tell you, then you will know something about it. Okay, depends on what.
But what I'm saying is, that you're telling this to me, or telling this to my character?
No, I'm not telling you to you at all. I'm telling it to Tyler.
Okay.
But hold on, because if Tyler tells you guys, your character will have a memory. So, depending on what I tell him. So, Ty, Magnus knows that on top of the mountain is the city of Riley. Okay? The city of Riley does not belong up there. Something happened that transported it from the bottom of the ocean to the top of this mountain, to the top, basically the highest part on Earth, on Moonwind. Okay, that damn fucking that city should be underwater. Okay, it should not be on top of a mountain. Something happened a very long time ago, but the same exact thing that happened Baron Redbeard, Canis, Rex, and the dragon Magnificus sealed away what created this, and they created two swords. Okay, Stormbringer and Mournblade. They were created specifically to seal away the thing that's on top of the mountain, Cthulhu. Okay, it can only be sealed away by the use of both swords together. Okay, so you do not know the whereabouts of both blades. You do know that what happened up there and the sealing away of the blade created Arcanon Rex.
I actually do happen to be.
You don't know how into Arcanon Rex.
You see, Bellerophon, though I may look very handsome, and I'm sure underneath that golden helmet you are too, but I'm far older than you may think. But unlike you, I have these lapses in my memory. You don't deal with magic like I do, but sometimes it doesn't work, as you're fully aware. You're next to one chaos wizard yourself. I know what's up on the mountain, and I would like to broker a deal. I wish a portion of the riches up there. Nothing more and nothing less. For my services and my knowledge, as well as a wonderful ride in my excellent Black Carriage.
Felipe, quick question.
Yes, John.
Since Felnox had to make a saving throw, doesn't he already know that Cthulhu's up there?
Did you know?
Because I was up there.
Did you know from an earlier game?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. You know Cthulhu's up there.
Okay.
You don't know the same story that Magnus knows of. You just know that the beacon worships Cthulhu, and the beacon is up there.
Oh, so I know about the beacon then.
Yes, you know about the beacon.
Okay.
So, how about it, Bellerophon? My services.
Caliban Hyde worships Cthulhu.
Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on.
Go ahead, the rest of you can RP. Just each other.
No. So while Bellerophon's contemplating, Magnus looks over to the gargoyle. What manner of being are you? I don't quite recall you.
There's not many of my kind left. I am called a gargoyle.
So it would seem.
Name's Skaar. What's yours?
Ah, yes.
I don't think we officially introduced ourselves.
No, since you very much shocked me at the potential damaging of my carriage. I value it very much.
Gargoyles infest this mountain. They've infested the mountain. Huh? Gargoyles infest this mountain. They've infested them for they've infested them for 1,000 years. They don't anymore. Canis and Redbeard exterminated them. During the battle.
Now it's coming back to me. What a tragedy. Do you remember a name, Canis, or perhaps Redbeard?
Does not ring a bell.
I've
been asleep for quite a while.
You've been asleep?
Yes.
You slept through the whole extermination of your race, my friend. I'm not sure you will find another. At least not here. I happen to recall what happened, my friend.
I'd be glad to hear of the story.
I'm afraid you might not get justice anymore, for the time has passed for that. But for the culprits are both dead now. So I think they are. Redbeard and Urcanus wiped your race off the planet. For whatever reason, I'm not quite sure. Were you a violent mob then?
We were always...
Alex, before this went down, before you went to sleep, you do remember that your race split in half. Half of it started worshipping a dark god called Cthulhu. The other half fought against that sect that worshipped Cthulhu. You were part of the half that was against Cthulhu. You guys lost. And you've been asleep ever since. The other side was the one that was wiped out by Urcanus.
Got it. No, we were not. Some amongst us were. Some amongst us were peaceful, like with any other peoples. We had a great war. And the rest I would rather not talk about.
Yes,
Tribe
yes.
business stays within the tribe.
Well, truly a sad course of events, my friend. To be the only one.
I'm sure I'm not. I will find some of my kind, I'm sure.
Well,
Gods would not be so cruel.
You don't know gods then, for they are cruel. But as for finding your kinsmen, I'd recommend information brokers. They are very valuable in the search of such lost races.
And what that information will cost me?
It probably cost you a pretty penny from them. I could recommend a few brokers myself, as I value good information. As me and Ben, we provide a wide variety of services that we must find clients for.
What is Ben doing while you're saying these things? We have to do this every now and then.
Well, Ben, what have you been doing?
Ben has been trying to sneak up to Felnox.
Have you described Ben to Alex? You know what Ben looks like? He's an undead dwarf with a giant machete.
Yes.
A giant what?
An undead
A
dwarf.
giant cleaver.
The only part of his body that's completely bone is his skull. And it has wounds all over the skull itself.
He's the one weird looking as dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
He's also mute. So what is he doing?
He's also mute.
Yes.
Jesus.
He's trying to sneak right behind Felnox.
Standing next to the deity of law.
Hey, Felnox, I think this dwarf wants to talk to you.
Oh.
Is it something you need?
Ben does have a certain way of communicating. Enjoy his conversation. Felnox, the first thing you notice is the fucking stench smashing your nose.
When was the last time you took a shower?
It doesn't talk. It just gives you weird facial expressions. No.
Are you happy?
Does he talk?
No, it doesn't.
He's trying to.
He does not talk. Expressions.
Yes.
So how in the hell am I supposed to talk to him?
It's all with body language.
Exactly.
It's all with body language. Good luck.
Listen.
Yeah. He's moving in to touch Felnox.
Yeah.
Felnox.
But then I already warned Felnox that the dwarf wants to talk to him.
Yeah. What'd you do, John?
So he was trying to ask him a question.
It doesn't talk. It just gives you strange. John, if you look at Jonathan, I know he's being weird, but he's actually playing the character.
No, I got it.
Felnox does not let him touch him. He's like, simple shake or nod.
I'm gonna grab his hand before he touches Felnox.
You grab his hand?
So the gargoyle grabbed your hand. He's holding onto your arm.
Ben puts out his cleaver for a sec, holds your head, and does some weird scribble thing.
I shook his hand away from me, and I look at my hand.
Can I roll intelligence to see what the scribble is?
It's just a weird scribble. That's what he did.
Well, he was doing some weird motion.
Okay, so I'm asking him again. What did you do? What did your friend do? Now I'm asking John.
You notice that there's dirt all over your hand now?
Well, you were the one who volunteered to touch him.
It's musky and nasty. It's just dirt, dude. Literally just dirt.
My condolences. I only have enough cleaning solution
It's a
just
moldy,
myself.
filthy undead. And it has absolutely no magic powers. It's a warrior. He didn't do anything. He's just being weird.
If you don't keep that weird-looking thing away from me and my friends, I might have to help him become a little bit more undead and a little bit more ugly.
I don't appreciate
Put
that
my hand
statement.
on my stick.
I don't appreciate that. You're the one who decided to touch him.
As I said again, if you do not keep that little thing away from us, we will have a problem.
Wait a moment. Wait. Did I just catch that you're friends with Fireball? Felnox of the Flame.
We are
Listen,
acquainted.
everybody, let's just take it easy. We have other things to worry about besides fighting amongst each other.
Oh, no. I am aware of this. Profits are to be made, but I find this terrible.
So we need Bellerophon to stop the characters from killing each other now. So, Skaar.
You must understand.
Skaar and Felnox, both of you guys see it now. You're facing away from the. You're looking at the two lunatics, and you're looking behind them, and you notice something moving around in the woods, and it looks like it's a white horse. And then if you look close enough at it, you can see the horn sticking out of his forehead, and
So you
a unicorn, and it moves away from you, going deep into the woods. You just saw both of you just caught a glimpse of it, and none of you have seen a unicorn before. The two wizards the two lunatics haven't seen it. Their backs are turned to you, so you guys are looking past.
Is that what you say? Did you just say that you saw a unicorn?
I saw a horse with a horn, or at least something that would appear like one.
You guys know what a unicorn is. All of you do.
My God, I've read legends of them. They're usually the only way to find a unicorn is some sort of ritual regarding a virgin girl, I think. Curious. See,
no virgin girls here.
No. Perhaps in the inn from which I was going to enter. But, no, this opportunity is far more interesting.
Quick question for Felipe.
I apologize, guys. So
Go ahead.
Had my job.
John,
all good.
What's your question, John?
Is this the unicorn from last time?
Did you see the unicorn? Yes, same unicorn. It's moving through the woods.
I kind of whisper up to Bellerophon. I'm like, take a look over there.
Bellerophon, when you're gone, the gargoyle almost got into a fight with the two chaos creatures.
Yeah.
Because Ben the Butcher, he put his hands on. They put their hands on each other, and then Ben the Butcher started drawing on him.
All right. So I come in. They're kind of like in the middle, getting ready for a fight.
No, they're starting to calm down because the gargoyle saw Felnox and the gargoyle saw the unicorn in the woods behind them.
I believe it's an omen.
But the two
curious thing.
Yes, truly. It's a being of law.
It is very, very rare. I read stories about it. How hunters would use a virgin female to hunt them. I think it was a child. They'd use it to hunt them. Very rare. Now, Bellerophon.
I've only seen two.
Felipe, by any chance, is there like a water bucket around?
Yeah, there's always a water bucket near a barn.
Okay, well, while they're talking, I start walking away to go wash my hands. This bitch is killing me.
He goes over and washes Ben the Butcher's dirt and mold off of his hands.
And then I look for like a little cloth and I wrap it around my face.
Very good.
I don't have to smell it.
Against COVID.
I start heading back.
All right. So what do you do in the meantime while the gargoyle goes to clean himself? So
when he does that, Magnus goes up to Bellerophon. He's like, "So I've given you some time to think, and what do you think of my proposition? It's only a percentage of the valuables earned up there."
Actually, Bellerophon, there's something else I need to talk to you about before you finish the conversation.
Well, when that might be.
I kind of need to tell you in private. It's
away from
important.
The gargoyle and the weirdos.
I'm sure we have all the time in the world. The old god is only just awakening.
We need to make haste. Speak to me, Felnox. I look at Felnox and I look at us. What is on your mind?
Can I speak to you over here?
You're speaking to me already. You don't need to use your mouth.
You hear? Oh, whoops.
So while the two of you walk away, move a little further away, Ben the Butcher, you notice in the woods the unicorn moving away from you.
He tells you quickly.
Then the Butcher starts to get closer to the unicorn, like walking slowly towards it.
Okay. So the unicorn sees Ben and starts moving into the woods. You follow it into the woods, Ben?
Ben starts looking at the tracks it left behind.
Okay. That's all you do? You don't track it? You don't go into the woods after it?
Well, he starts leaving like sticks. Like he starts breaking the branches, then drop under the trail of the unicorn, and then starts following.
Bear in mind, Magnus is very acutely aware of everything that Ben does.
Okay,
so while he was doing this, he followed behind him.
Okay. Does anyone else follow Ben while Bellerophon and Felnox are talking? Into the woods. Alex, do you follow?
Yeah, I'll fly up and I'll see if I can follow from above the trees.
Okay. So you those three wander off while Bellerophon.
That's not what's gonna happen. I'm sorry. Magnus stops him. Magnus fucking stops. He's like, Ben, we're in the middle of a transaction, but we're going to make money. You understand that, right? We're going to make money. What is he holding? That's very good, Ben. Take a look, Ben. And he pulls something out of his coat. You see this, Ben? This is an item of power. We got this last adventure.
The Make America Great Again. Yeah.
Magnus doesn't Make America Great Again. He pulls out of his coat. He's like, "There's an item of power."
They found to Make America Great Again inside of a fucking module inside of a freaking book. Just so you know, I didn't make it up. It was in the book.
That is a powerful object, I guess. You're right.
Yes.
It brings the light to the darkness.
Yes, it does.
We could get more up there, Ben. Don't mess this deal up. And then he whispers to. Then he gets close to Ben, but not making sure no one else can hear. Is like, Ben, we can hunt it later. You don't think I want to hunt a unicorn? Insane.
Okay. You notice a crack, a branch crack behind you. You turn towards the branch.
Yes.
Okay. There's a dude there, standing there, holding a rifle, aimed directly at the unicorn. And he stops and he looks at you, and he looks pissed. He's furry. He's covered in furs. He looks like a mountain man. He looks right at you. He's like, "You fucking idiots! You screwed this up."
Ben starts to go, starts his sword and go,
I'm sorry.
And the mountain man pulls something out from behind his pack that he's wearing and throws it right at you. As he throws it at you, you notice that it's some kind of seed. And it flies through the air and it opens up. And you see like tentacles or branches come out of the seed. And all the branches are covered above.
Shatter.
You cast what?
I cast Shatter as he throws it.
As he throws it, roll initiative.
Alright.
All of us or just them two?
Just those two.
Technically, you're flying above us, aren't you?
I'm above everybody. Yeah.
Don't worry.
So, yeah, you could probably jump in the next round. The other two, they're having their little moment. Alright.
Okay, you beat me, so you do get to cast Shatter. Go ahead, roll.
Alright. So that is a... Here we go. Oh shit, that is very fucking successful. Oh god, I don't know what I did.
What did you roll? Give me the page.
I rolled a fucking 25. It's probably shattered the whole fucking face, dude. I love magic. Page 193.
What, you roll 25? They roll your manifestation.
Yes. Oh shit! I didn't quite comprehend this. Phase out. 1d6 plus the spell
Manifestation,
level,
1d4.
which okay, 1d4. So,
What'd you roll, man? 2?
yeah, I rolled a
Okay.
2.
So,
Yeah, 2.
Alex, you're flying above the trees, looking down. You see a mountain. Dude looks like a mountain man. Tossed something at Magnus and at Ben, and you see all these branches branching out from this thing that he tossed at him. The branches are covering both Magnus and Ben. You see like some kind of like implosion of light from inside of it, and the branches pull away from it, but then they go right back. Only for a moment. They go right back and they cover the two of them. And both of you here, as you attempt to shatter what wasn't a spell that was tossed at you, you hear, no. And both of you wake up in front of an ancient Japanese temple as the tree takes you into itself and puts you into pods. So
I phase out with the mana. I phased out after the shatter.
Oh, you did a phase. And show me what
that happened. That's my side thing. So 1d6 per spell level. So Ben got stuck in there.
Show me what phase, man. I need to see it.
It is for the manifestation. It's fuck. I gotta find the pages where. It's what comes after. Mercurial magic. That's what it is. Mercurial magic.
Yeah. What page?
So it is. It's phase out. I don't know which number that one was. Let me check. It is 89. 89. It's out. 89.
89. Very good. Okay. Roll 1d6.
All right.
Add 4 to it.
Yep.
Okay.
6.
So you phase away. So the tree still wraps itself around you, but it's not touching you. You're basically in the middle of a tree that's that just formed around you real quickly. You can see its branches covering Ben. You see the branches rolling him up like a spider rolling up its food. And Ben, you're the one that's standing in front of the temple in some other world, chatting with Sensei. So, Felix.
Yes, sir.
You and John.
All right, so I was like,
well, you guys are chatting. Everyone else wandered into the trees. You have no clue.
What is it? What is it, Felnox?
I ask you, can you see images from my mind? That would make things quicker.
I can.
Okay, so he shows you images of everything he's seen to this point.
Images from his mind?
Mm-hmm.
How are you seeing?
I'm using my limited telepathy.
You have limited telepathy. Your bullshit telepathy.
Yeah.
John, you got to RP to stop being lazy. Tell him what's going on.
I was like, don't resist me. Well, not.
He touches you with his finger. Nothing happens at all. Tell him what's going on.
Well, I tell him first off, you should know that Porthos was taken by who's that dragon that killed all the gold dragons again? Select.
Samar.
Damn it. Samar, thank you. Samar took over Porthos. Tiamat took over Porthos and made Samar basically her second in command. You should also know that I did manage to make it back to the Wish Engine, and at the Wish Engine, Kalendros seemed to be chained down with what looked like.
So Kalendros was chained in it.
Yes, with what looks like chaos change. I believe it was Kalendros. And then a tall, thin, muscular man, Calamus? Calamus, is it?
Calamus.
Was standing there looking at him. There's a whole lot of C's up in this place.
It's
Also,
they're both K's.
K's. Wow. Thank you. I gotta fix that. Also, if you can, when I was removed from the Wish Engine, Tiamat was already looking up at what looked like New Olympus. She wanted to go up there. Also, your son is trying to get back his memories from up top the mountain. On top of the mountain, you'll also find Cthulhu and the Beacon, who was originally, if I'm not mistaken, the one of the very first.
That's a C. Caliban Hide.
Caliban Hide. Thank you.
Okay.
So that's what we're doing to face right now.
Do I know any of those names?
Oh, you're not listening to this conversation. You're actually hovering over the
Okay.
scene of the.
Thank you, Felnox. And please.
Also, the reason why I gave you that line key, we're probably going to need Voltron sooner or later, and I don't know how long I'm going to last. I've been pissing off too many people. He starts walking with his head.
Don't be so disrespectful and know your place.
I just told you all of Tiamat's plans. How long do you think before she kills me?
You shouldn't be afraid. As long as you're doing the right thing.
Oh, I plan on facing her sooner or later.
Then you might need this back. I throw the line key. If you ever endanger my son, ever again, I will kill you, Felnox. They're my children, my family.
Why do you think I told him to talk to you first, and I was trying to get to you as quickly as possible?
No, you did not. I understand you apologize, but you did not. I asked you a question, you never answered me. And that's where we ended up where we're at now. Don't ever do that again. I'm just letting you know. My children are off limits.
Why do you want to take him there in the first place?
There's something strange happening in the trees. You guys notice the trees are starting to twist, and there's new branches coming out of them, and they're grabbing the trees and ripping them out of the roots, and those branches are heading straight for you guys. And you notice that they almost look like hands as they're about to grab each of you.
Okay.
Roll initiative.
Question: can Magnus walk out of the tree while he's face down?
Two completely different encounters.
Oh,
We'll go back to you.
A 30.
14.
Initiative.
14. Okay, Alex, you may
Yes,
either
sir.
engage in this encounter or the one directly below you, where Magnus and Ben the Butcher. Which one?
Okay, I'm sorry. What are my two options? Having a hard time hearing you.
Okay, the trees, whatever was formed by that dude who tossed a seed at Ben the Butcher and at Magnus, formed a huge tree, and the tentacles of the tree are spreading rapidly. And a good chunk of the tree, you're the only one who's able to actually see the whole thing. A chunk of these tentacles are about to wrap around Bellerophon and Felnox. The other ones have wrapped around Ben the Butcher and Magnus. You saw Ben taken by it. Magnus became incorporeal inside of it. You may decide to join either one of the two encounters or stay in the air and not join either one at all. What do you want to do?
Well, I mean, I don't really know any one of them, right? Because I never met Bellerophon.
No, Felnox. You met him for about a split second.
Who did I meet?
Felnox, John's character.
Felnox.
We were standing next to Bellerophon.
The wizard who just got talking now.
If I yelled, would they be able to hear me?
Yes, but you got to decide which which group you're going to interact with.
I'm going to interact with Bellerophon and Felnox.
Okay, you may roll initiative.
Can you do it for me? I'm sorry, I don't have the iPad next to me.
Okay. Do you have your dexterity bonuses? Oh wait, I can find them. Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry.
Where's Bellerophon? Here's Bellerophon. At turn. That's create initiative for everybody. At turn. Let's go grab Skaar. At turn. And Sensei. That's right. At turn. Go ahead, roll initiative. Whoever hasn't rolled yet, go ahead. Roll. I will roll for Skaar. Felix, John, you may put your initiatives in there.
Yes, sir. I gotta put it in. All right, no problem.
Oh, you can give it to me. I'll put it in, but you don't know
yeah, it was. No, I'll put it in.
I'm using my phone, so.
I'm sorry.
To get online.
All right.
Skaar is a warrior, so he gets a +1, and he's what, level 2? Yeah, so he gets a +3. Boom. Okay, Alex, you rolled a 15.
1-5. Okay, thank you.
Sensei also rolled. He rolled a 23. Bellerophon rolled a 30. What'd you roll, John?
14.
14. You're first, Felix.
Huh? Okay.
You're first. The tentacles of the tree are coming out of the woods and reaching out for you. They don't seem to be attacking, but they want to touch you.
All right, so I'm gonna.
You do not sense.
I'm gonna fly out. They're what?
You do not sense evil.
I do not sense evil
from this tree. Just like everything around you, you sense neutrality. Except John, who's chaos.
Yeah.
And the two assholes inside the tree, who are also chaos. So, except for all your friends. All your enemies right now are not evil.
All right, so
the tree is like
I fly up.
You can hear the voice. You can hear the voice coming from the tree. Join with me.
No.
I will show you great things.
No.
Suit yourself. It goes for Felnox.
We must go. I extend my. I'm gonna save my attacks, and I turn my sword into a spear.
A spear, okay. The tree is reaching for Felnox. What's your armor class, John?
11.
Okay, roll 24. You may roll a reflex saving throw.
Again, 24. That sucks. I got a whopping 6.
Okay. Bellerophon, you see the tree wrap itself around Felnox and drag him into it. Felnox, you're immediately put to sleep. You're basically sleeping immediately. You awaken in front of a temple on top of the mountain. The same temple that the Ultra Humanite woke up in. Across from you is a waterfall. On the other side of the waterfall is a big old tower.
Can I break him free?
No, you
before he gets pulled in.
Drag him into it. You can't even see him. Don't worry, you'll get your chance. But this is what he sees. What do you do, man? Time is different for them. Butcher, you're there too.
Ben is there, yes.
Jonathan, you're also there.
Yeah.
You turn around and you see Felnox behind you. He stumbles in behind you.
Oh, great. I always have weird situations with portals. As he looks around, he's going to start heading to the temple.
Ben starts reaching his hand towards Felnox.
Yes. Ben, as he's kind of like avoiding the hand, he's still avoiding the hand.
Go into the temple.
Ben starts following Felnox. So, like, reaching with the hand, but, like, walking slowly towards him.
Can you point to where your friend is?
His friend is not here. Magnus is not here.
No, I know, but he's asking Ben for two reasons. Because he wants to know if maybe he was there sooner and went somewhere else,
John,
or
you're
if
coming in and out. I don't know what's up with your mic. Maybe you keep moving away or you're eating something, but I only hear some of your words, man.
right. If he basically asked him because he wanted to know if Magnus made it there first and then took off somewhere else and left Ben.
Okay. How do you respond to that?
Are you waving your hand like you don't know? I can barely see your hand. Dude.
He reaches his hand ever closer towards your pocket.
I start backing away. I just keep going to the temple, keeping an eye on Ben.
And Ben still following with his hand outstretched, dragging the cleaver, and like going.
The two of you enter the temple of the Sensei. You see the Sensei sitting where he always sits. His arms on his legs. He looks up at you. He's like, "Hello, my friends. It is I, Sensei. I believe I already know some of your friends, Felnox, of the Flame."
You met some of my friends?
Yes, I have met the Ultra Humanate, the Princess,
Oh.
and a couple of monkeys.
Okay. Wait, what?
And one
a
called
couple of
Suzora.
monkeys. Oh, was she okay?
Yes, she's fine. I taught her many good things. I see that you and your friends wish to go to the top of the mountain. I can teach you things that will assist you on the top of the mountain.
Amazing. What exactly do you teach?
I can teach how not to use Fireball.
He looks at you with a face like, I can't believe this is happening.
Come with me. We'll go outside and I'll teach you not Fireball. Let's go.
The butcher now starts trying to grab Felnox's hand.
Have patience,
can you
Ben.
teach me to
Have patience,
he pulls
Ben.
up his...
Sensei touches Ben. Suddenly, Ben looks like a dwarf. He's no longer undead. He has these pretty red locks and his gorgeous beard, and you see his true self, what he once was. The great warrior he was hundreds of years ago. For a second. As the Sensei touches him, and then he takes his hand off of him, and he's right back to being the rotting corpse he is now.
Oh, wow. Was that an illusion?
I showed you his true self. Come with me. Come with me. We will go outside. I will teach you. We must have a montage.
He's still trying to grab Felnox's head.
He holds up the basket. Like, can you teach me to be the most deadliest warrior with this blade?
A blade? No. I can only teach you what's in your heart. I must teach you what's not a fireball. Come outside.
You do know that's my name, right?
Yes. Come
Felnox the Flame.
Come outside. He's walking inside. That goddamn paladin is going to take you out of here in a second. Come on. Go quickly. He has to do an 8-hour montage before he does it. Come.
All right, so he pushes out.
So he takes you outside. And he points at the side of the mountain. He's like, "You see that, Felnox? I'm going to teach you how to not destroy it. And bring it down on all your friends. Does that sound good?"
Sure.
All right. So for 8 hours, he teaches you how to not cast destructive spells and destroy everything in sight. So from now on, you have advantage every time you roll Fireball or any destructive spell. You may re-roll it. So just so you don't blow everybody up, even if you roll a 1. Okay. So after 8 hours of teaching you how not to cast Fireball, he bows. He's like, "I hope you have learned how not to cast Fireball from my spells, from my abilities."
Thank you for all the wonderful knowledge.
The prick's about to get you out of here. Hold on. Bellerophon, you're gonna try and cut Felnox out?
Yeah, I swing. I go in there.
Okay, so what do? You swing? You gonna do a mighty deed and cut into the branches?
Yes.
Go for it. Roll.
Yeah, I rolled a 13, so almost maxed.
Okay, so you roll a 13. Go ahead. Roll to
Yeah.
hit the tree. Chop his branches off.
Uh, 40.
40. Okay, so you come down and you slice through the branches, and Felnox comes rolling out, and he's doing martial arts moves as he's doing like a
I grab him, I pull him out.
he's doing Aikido with the branches. I try to Aikido you when he wakes up, and he's like, "Shh."
What are you doing?
A sensei was teaching me how not to blow things up with fireball.
What's your armor
He's
class,
really
Felix?
confused.
Sensei?
Yes.
What's
He
your armor
tends to
class,
fight
Felix?
with his hands a lot.
Huh?
What's your armor class?
23.
The branches wrap around you. No, they don't. They tried. They try to wrap around you, and you're aware of them coming, and you dodge out of the way and roll out of the way.
So I move it out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so inside that tree is a sensei who teaches people different combat techniques. At least that's what he taught me.
Combat techniques.
Okay.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, inside the tree. Wait, hold on. Inside the tree, I gotta do Ben. Ben the butcher.
Mm-hmm.
Sensei comes back inside. He sees Ben. Ben, I have something.
How not to eat flowers.
This will help you. This will help you. Are you ready? It won't take long. This will not take an 8-hour montage before your friends come. Are you ready?
Wait, before he goes on, you sense that if the tree can sense whether someone's trying to free him, you sense that Magnus has no fucking intention of coming back and fully expects Ben to save himself.
Okay, good. Your friend will not free you, so I will have to consume you, but you don't taste very good, so I'm going to release you. But first, I will give you this. He gives you a pad and a pen. Puts them into your hand. And then releases you from the tree.
Damn, how bad does he smell?
So the tree pulls away, the branches pull away, and they tried to reach for Bellerophon, but he was able to escape. Now you notice the branches start to reach up for the gargoyle.
Look out!
You can
Can
fly
I
away.
fly higher up?
You can definitely fly away from it. So, they only have a certain limited range. They reach a certain range and then they stop, and then they pull back into the woods. But you notice that section of the woods is covered in this tree, this strange viney tree. Okay, encounter over.
Okay. I put Felnox down and start looking for the others.
Both Ben the Butcher and Magnus come out. Magnus is you can see through him.
So hold up. I thought I phased out of reality.
Yeah, you face out of reality. You can...
So what I intend to do is right when Ben gets grabbed, Magnus is like, He walks through the tree, walks over to the hunter.
Oh wait, hold on a second. Give me 1 second.
And he waits for the spell to run out. He walks behind the hunter and waits for the spell to run out.
Okay. Go ahead, roll a perception check.
All right, and that is, I'd say, intelligence. So, whoops, -1 out of that. So, critical failure though, doesn't matter.
You absolutely flunked. Okay, he stealthed. You have no fucking idea where he went. Okay, you do get a whisper in your head, follow me and ruin my chances again, and I'll kill you. And that's all you do.
Magnus, he smiles, he's like, if you meant to kill that unicorn, you would have done it. You're a shitty hunter. He casts lightning in the forest all in front of him.
Go ahead, roll.
The second he gets free, he's like, you're a shitty hunter. And he fires lightning everywhere.
Roll. Lightning. Where's lightning? Oh, lightning bolt. 222. Go for it.
$23.
Okay, so I imagine you're everything 100 feet in front of you, right?
Everything 100 feet in front of him. He just casts like Emperor Palpatine style. He's like,
so you see lightning freaking just all the trees in front of you become charred, and you see all the leaves vanish and disappear. You don't really care if you hit the unicorn or anyone else.
He doesn't give a flying fuck.
Die. Everything turns black and dies in front of you. The tree behind you, the Sensei, starts to crawl around you and decides it doesn't want you at all, and it pulls away from you. And you hear another whisper. It's a good thing I was behind you. You don't hear him again.
Oh shit!
Okay, what do you got?
Magnus, did Magnus notice the tree coming behind him, trying to get him?
No, the tree is actually pulling away. It doesn't want you anymore.
He notices this. He notices this, and he's like,
interesting. You do notice it pulling away and releasing Ben. Ben walks out of it.
So the hunter's completely disappeared right now. He's not... Huh?
He's holding a pad and a pen in his hands.
So the hunter is completely gone now. He disappeared.
He stealthed out.
Yeah.
He rolled high enough to completely vanish. So,
nice. Well.
Ben starts to get close to.
So when the hunter stealthed and disappeared, he's like, I take back what I said. I take it all back. My goodness. He looks around in amusement. He's looking around. He's like, a friend you would be. Ben, we're going to come back here one day and find that hunter. I'm interested. He notices, he completely is oblivious to the fact that he was stuck. He didn't expect it to be a threat to him. So he goes over to Ben and he's like, oh, the tree is giving you a gift, has it? A pad and a pen. We could have bought that for you. Well, wonderful. Let's keep going on our way. So he goes around the tree, and I imagine he's Bellerophon and the other wizard?
Yeah, no, you walk a good distance before you leave maybe about 5 minutes of walking before you run into Bellerophon and company. The gargoyle's been watching the whole thing. Skaar, you saw Magnus completely destroy half the fucking forest. So and then now he walks out of the woods. Bellerophon and company didn't. You did hear lightning. Something happened in there. But the Magnus and his undead friend come out. The undead friend is carrying a pad and a pen, which I'm pretty sure he'll never use.
Gentlemen, good to see you. I see you've encountered this magical tree. Very interesting indeed. I'm sure it adds flavor to the forest. So, Bellerophon, Felnox.
Are you going to the top of the
Bellerophon.
mountain? This is a group that doesn't have to wait. You can all fly.
Yeah.
We must go.
I have knowledge, Bellerophon. I know exactly what's going on up there. I know why it's happening too. I want a percentage of what's up there.
You guys gold. Fair? That's fine.
It's not just the gold I'm interested in, Bellerophon. I've heard rumors that you yourself have quite a collection of items, including a sword that emits light. I've heard of that one.
He wants your lightsaber.
I myself am very much an avid collector as well. And I think some things up there I wish to collect. Naturally, if it offends all of you and it could be a threat to the world, I may not touch it. As your discretion, for your discretion, I'm sure you'd prefer that.
Sure. I'm okay with that.
Allow me to reveal everything. Up there's the town of R'lyeh. A town that's supposed to be at the very bottom of the sea. Cthulhu resides up there. A being that can only be banished by the use of two swords. Stormbringer and Mournblade. Both of which, naturally, I do not know what they are. But that much I'm aware of. Find both of the blades, you can banish him. But I am correct on this, he is awake. He is, well, you don't want to look at him, I'm sure. We want to find the blades.
Well, I do know where one of them is.
Ah! That's convenient. Out of character, I have forgotten a good chunk of what you said. I remember the town and that's it. I remember there's a good chunk of important information. I'm sorry, but after the combat encounter...
That's a damn shame.
Damn it. Yeah. Damn it. Oh, yes. And I believe that the efforts of 3 persons sealed this thing away. I believe it is Orcanis, his mount, I'm forgetting the name, but his golden dragon, yes. And then Redbeard. Those 3 sealed it away. So,
Ben goes close.
A little too close, Ben. Just a little too close, buddy. He looks at the message. What does it say?
Archidon Rex's origin.
Thank you, Ben. Yes. I almost forgot. You're very useful. Well, now, them, for some reason, I'm not quite sure why, but the creation of Archidon Rex was caused by them sealing away this being. I'm sure that's very interesting to you, considering your relationship with Archidon Rex.
Yes. Well, he was a hero before he fell.
That he was. Now he is a pure being of chaos.
Well, that was... I look at Felnox.
I've heard rumors, and the rumors pertaining to Felnox, they make sense. But it's good to hear confirmation, especially from the very king of Porthos himself.
Well, thank you for your information, and we must go.
That we do.
All right, so
I feel that we're running out of time.
You guys take wings
Bellerophon,
for the mountain.
Yeah.
so the carriage doesn't have a property to just bloop, right?
If you get on the carriage, you can actually blink it into Riley if you want. If you wish.
That's what I thought. The Magnus, he walks over to the carriage, like, "Oh no, Bellerophon, you don't intend to fly up there. It's unbecoming of a king. And you now have employed the services of Magnus the Magnificent." And then
Close to the camera. Right here. You gotta be
I enjoy to fly.
He's not getting in that thing.
Yes.
Now, Bellerophon, please.
But it would give you time to get to know Felnox of the Flame.
Unfortunately, as much as I would like to, the carriage has unique properties that will save us time. And it's very comfortable despite the size you may think it may be. And Shemp is a great driver. Please, I implore you,
Shemp turns
King.
We're not staying here.
No, Shemp. Did you... you did unload my supplies in there. Do not worry, Shemp. We will collect that later. Go let the innkeeper know real quick. Now, Bellerophon.
He sighs and goes into the inn. Okay. I'm going to cut you off, Ty, because I think he has a phone call, and we're kind of done for tonight. Pick up exactly whatever you had to say next week, okay?
It's fun playing Magnus.
Everyone, 2 XP for doing absolutely nothing. Because you did nothing. 2 XP for everyone.
You know what? I had so much fun doing nothing, you don't even know.
Yeah, so doing absolutely nothing. 2 XP, I'm going to give 4 XP randomly over to Alex. Alex! You're MVP for no reason. Add yourself 4 XP. Everybody else got 2 XP. So Alex, you get 6 XP.
Hey, quick question. What's it called? My ring of day walking. I need to. You remember, it needs to eat.
Yeah. So you can grab a bite to eat on the way if you get into the carriage.
No. It needs. You remember, it needed. What's it called? Sentient souls.
Oh, okay. Don't worry. There's plenty to kill on top of the mountain. Felix, you're muted.
Okay, fine.
Felix, you're muted.
And I said, Ben the Butcher.
He
doesn't mind.
Soul. He's souls to kill. There's no souls to Ben the Butcher. So
these are characters we made a long time ago, and we fucking adore them.
So that's it. 2 XP everybody. 4 Alex, you get 6 XP. Okay, I gave you 4 XP extra for no reason. Okay.
Just because I'm so pretty.
Yeah. Sometimes I decide to be a dick and I'll pick the MVP, and I generally just pick it randomly. So that's it for tonight. Next week, your characters join up with the other characters on top of Riley. Next Wednesday is the finale. Same bat time, same bat channel. We're gonna go until it ends. So I'm not gonna end around 9. I'm just gonna keep going until it ends. Okay. So
all right. So make sure everybody show up.